Welcome to the Riese. The giant. Because I sure as hell ain't pronouncing that properly. So my first experience playing the Riese was a lot different to the other zombies games I've played. Because, you know, I never bought the DLC for World of War myself. I always played at a friend's house. So when my mum got breast cancer, don't worry, the story ends well. Well, as well as it can. I got shipped off to a friend's house, right? The friends who had called World of War. And that's what we played on a little, CRTV with the, the yellow, green, and red dongles on the back. And it was a really weird experience. It was like waking up and somebody else's like parents would make you breakfast, and then you come home and nobody was there, and your grandparents would take care of you, and all the while you'd never see anybody, never really connect to anybody, never have anything explained to you. You don't even have a concept of what Answer is, right? So that was like my first formative experience playing this map, was like, going through a strange time where basically all I did was play this game, play Star Wars Battlefront, and play Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on like the PSP and stuff like that. And they were like sincerely good times. It was just like having a couple of week-long, like a vacation with my friends. And hey, I guess all of it did its job, And it kept me safe, kept me unworried, unbothered. I know, I have respect for that, I suppose. Part of me feels like bad. But like, I was a kid. And playing this map with my friends was like the coolest thing ever. And even now, later on in life, I come back to this map. This, like, if I'm going to play World of War, it's just this one. Like, I don't really play anything else. I just get all set up. I do my nice little setup. I go grab... Well, you'll see right now. Okay, so we get some points. I don't have an exact number, but we just push through. Grab the Thompson. It's absolutely broken. Best weapon in the game. And then after, this round and the next round, push upstairs. You see the bridge, you drop down, you get the power on, you get the box, you hit the box once, unless you get something bad, then you hit it twice. You hold it out of the gate, you get all your perks, and then you go to the catwalk, and just, you're chilling, bro. You're just straight up chilling, unbothered, podcast on, whatever you listen to. Hold that left trigger, hold that left mouse button down. It's easy. It's easy. And that's what we did back in the day as well. We spent so long like formulating the perfect plan to try and get to the catwalk and hold out as long as possible. And we took it. We were a lot more scared back then. Like getting to round 15 was like such an accomplishment. It's like something so fantastic. All right, so we have about enough money now to hit it up. So we hit this. And the bridge, check that. Okay, so I think the perks are only randomized in the Black Ops 3 remake. At the moment we get to the catwalk, I mean, you might as well turn off the bloody game there, As you've done it, you've already won. You've completed it, and now you're just going to sit around and chill out. Now, I fully encourage anybody to re-download that game you've been thinking about playing, but you played 100 times before. Keep that always installed. Because, you never know.
Hey, need a clean up on aisle 4. I'm always into checking it out.
Oh, if we get the window off, I'll show I'll show you the glitch. If we get the window off, I'm gonna show you the glitch. That like ruins your entire game. Let's set up the teleporter, I mean. It's so interesting that they censored all the German imperialist ideology and signifiers. I suppose it makes sense. I don't know. It also really doesn't. Like, if you're making a game about World War II, you want to make a game about World War II, right? Like, but I suppose if you're making a game about World War II and you're producing it for a market, right? You're selling art. Then I mean, unfortunately, you aren't making a piece of history. You're producing product. Like Call of Duty World War II didn't really strike me as a game that was created to talk about World War II. It felt like a game to placate the market of individuals who wanted another quote-unquote boots on the ground Call of Duty experience, right? Like, why would they go back? They went back for the money. They went back because people were complaining that they didn't have what they wanted. So they went back, and then they started producing a product that, you know, keeps the vibe of those old times, but works for a mass market. And at that point, I mean, who are you even blaming there? Who'd you even put the blame on in that scenario? Because, like, it's not the workers' fault. They don't even get paid enough. It's not like they have, like, agency or anything like that. like, what are they gonna do? Like a little dinky programmer. Excuse me, CEO. I think putting purple cosmetics in the game is bad. Like, no, you just do the programming. You do what we tell you to. And you could argue that, like, the CEOs and the lead designers and the producers and stuff like that should have more. The people in power should have better intentions. Wow, he just ultra instinct dodged that. What? The people in power should have should encourage authenticity and stuff like that. But you know, at the end of the day, the dudes at the top of the game design industry aren't the game designers. They're the people who invest in game design. And the people who invest in game design don't care about the stuff you make as long as it makes them money. That's why they put microtransactions in, right? That's the reason they're in there. It's not to help support the devs or whatever. I mean, the publishers take 70%. It is to help those guys get their money. And, you know, it's a business, right? That's it. Full stop. Doesn't mean you gotta like business, though, and I hate business. It sucks. It ruins art. It makes the good stuff bad. I am really glad that people are kind of waking up to that truth now. Because there's room for product in art because, you know, people who buy and consume video games, turns out that they want a good one. They want a good game. and they'll pay money for that good game, actually. I mean, Helldivers is one of them, right? The original, like, Left 4 Deads and stuff like that. Oh, what's come out recently? Wow, is Helldivers the only one I can think of? I mean, there's so many there's so many indie devs out there now that I just can't name. Frostpunk 2, one of my favorite games of all time. Frostpunk 1, I'm pretty sure that was indie, as far as I'm aware. Or at the very least, they're very interested in making good games and not bad games with good monetization. I bought my fair share of skins. I mean, Xbox 360, you chuck in, no, I used to beg me mum for, oh, mum, please, Microsoft points, the new Call of Duty DLC has come out, call the dead, mum. All my friends have got it, have you seen the trailer? It's so cool. He's like, okay, she gives you your government issued, like, microtransaction card at, like, your local, I mean, for me, it was Eclipse. Was our local game store, it was called. You know, of course it's blown up now, but, you know. and you buy the little card, and yeah, you get your microtransaction points. You buy your V-Bucks. I suppose by that metric, V-Bucks aren't exactly new or groundbreaking. I mean, Microsoft have been doing it for years. And, you know, you come home, you'd scratch off the thing on the back. There's like a little scratching... You got like, get a penny and scratch off to reveal your code. And then you input the code in, you get your Microsoft points, you buy the DLC, and oh, wow. And then you download it, and, you know, it turns out it takes like 5 hours or something like that. So, you know, all of this has happened so late that you play for maybe like an hour and then you got school in the morning and it sucks. But, you know, what are you going to do? I guess with these old maps, I can't really help but reminisce. Like, I'm usually not that kind of guy, but my god. And now we're just hard chilling. I've got the spats. You pick this up, because, you know, there's no mule kick. You pick this up off the wall. It's viable till like round 20 or so. Oh my god. Sometimes even further. And then you spin the box for a really good secondary. Like?
Hey, it's Richtoven's brother.
Okay. So you spin the box and you get Richtoven's brother.
There's gonna be a bunch of red flying in a second.
Throw out shotgun. It's not really worth it. Python, that's also not worth it. The guns weren't exactly fantastic. Oh, that Bowie knife. I remember when that was on in the trailer, when he bought that and he just like the little animation and it's set to music. Man. I never buy Bowie knife. I went through a Galva Knuckles period. But yeah, I never bought the Bowie knife. It was always like a waste of points. Unless you buy it like as soon as you get here. Because then you can like maximize it, right? Because knife kills get you more points. But you know, you start knifing and if you don't get the good knife, or if you don't get a knife at all, yeah, this is the game now. And it could play in a more interesting way. And, you know, sure, the later games actually encourage you to move around. It's really just the nature of Call of Duty World War II, Call of Duty World War II, Call of Duty World of War that has me like hiding in a corner. Because the zombies like stick to you like glue, the knifing doesn't work, ammo is super limited. There's no like Pack-a-Punch 2 or 3. I don't know. I like it. I just like chilling out. What's wrong with that, eh? Don't have to be training all the time. A man can just chill. See, I don't know if you noticed it there, but the zombies like pulled you in like a vacuum. They got the Gluck. Oh. Are you okay, sir? Do you have some place to be? Okay. Well, I mean, if he wants me to pack a punch, then sure. Throwing the game. Yeah, you're right, mate. I think he just needed the bathroom or something. God, the design of the old Pack-a-Punch weapons was so good. They don't get better than this, honestly. Like, at no point did they get better than this. In my opinion. Like, the weird, like, tribal, like, tattoo-like design. The way that it actually looks embossed and engraved. What is happening? The fact that it doesn't just make the gun bright purple, it like actually leaves the wood. and doesn't give you any more attachments than you need and stuff like that. Like, look at this. Oh. And you can see like the wood on the stock. Oh, it's like, it just changes the metal. And it looks so clean. God. The effect is completely blinding though. Wow. Oh my word. I didn't notice that until... Oh my word. Alright. That like actually hurts my eyes. So let's just use up the gun and move on.
Spray and pray.
Oh, beautiful. We're gonna have a redemption arc from the first round of Knocked. It's crazy to me that like at some point in our real ass lifetime, like an American dude picked up this gun, this like insane weapon, and held it like this, and probably committed a murder in Call of Duty, of course. Like, this is so bizarre. Like, my granddad was he served during World War II, and his, you know, well, my great granddad served in World War II, and then his dad served in World War One. My great granddad, he was like in a submarine. He was doing submarine stuff. He was like scanning for landmines and fighting German U-boats and stuff like that. And he was in a submarine. He was like a sailor. My entire family are sailors. And then, you know, the government destroyed everything. It kind of like ruined my area, but you know, it wasn't like I was going to hit the ocean anytime soon. And all that, you know, history is all like out in my neighborhood, and it's all kind of rotting and rusting because it's just been so long, and we just don't have any money. You know, people doing 9 to 5. You gotta give them something, some incentive to clean up the streets. Should be the council's job, not theirs. Okay, this gun is like mediocre right now. Yeah, my great granddad was a badass. He lost his eye while sailing, like a crotchety old man of salt. He like saved a guy from falling overboard. He fell off the rigging and down into... He was like holding on basically. Oh my. And then Granddad Tom, as his name, he reached down and pulled the rigging, and it snapped and it twanged up and hit him in his eye, and it ripped the thing out. It like destroyed it completely. That's how dangerous working on these ships are. They're trying to save somebody, you know, gets you blasted in return. The B-15 or the B-115 accelerator, I think it is. Yeah, the B-115 accelerator. Beautiful. Like, look at it, man. Like, how can anyone think this isn't peak? Yeah, it was this and the MG42. You know, you grab that and you just, like, you're unkillable, basically. But then when you need to reload, it's over. You should never get trapped in a corner with a gun out of ammo, I suppose. Maybe that's just a rule. Not just for shotguns. Just a thing that smart people do. It's obviously, you know, the risks of having a strategy like this. But it's hard at camping it up. And uh-oh. Okay. Wow. I think I am kind of throwing by not headshotting. I am excited about moving on to the other games, though. I think Black Ops 1 is next. Black Ops 1 was fantastic. It's absolutely... I think the sad part is about Black Ops 1, though, is I barely remember what maps there were. I think Black Ops 1 was... Okay, this is actually really bad. And he snuck behind me somehow. Okay. Yeah, I think Black Ops 1 was Kino, right? Black Ops 1 was Kino. Black Ops 2 was Transit. Black Ops 3 was not Mob of the Dead, it was Shadows of Evil. But whatever. Game over. That's it. And that's the ending of Zombies, right? It's as anticlimactic as that. Sometimes it can just snap away and there's nothing you can do about it.